Hello, my name is Dale Wilhite. If you want to find anything about me, go to Facebook where I have a page. This concept pitch is about making it harder or much more difficult for the federal government or the state, local, and federal governments from suing uh, the average American citizen or even a small business. What my idea consists of is if we had a law that was passed, probably would have to be passed on the local, state, and federal level, of course. Uh, that if the state, local, or federal government wants to sue somebody, the government must provide that citizen that they're suing with enough money so they can defend themselves equally to what the government is doing. Because the government has an endless supply of money most of the time, or they can even borrow more to fight a case. You and I wouldn't have that. We wouldn't have any way to fight back because we just don't have that kind of money. This here would bring more fairness into the system. But the main objective of this is to make the government think twice. That is, the local, state, and federal government think twice, maybe even more than that, about suing someone unless they have are really sure that they're going to win. Because again, they're going to have to spend money to provide that little man out there that doesn't have the money with enough money to be able to defend themselves from the local, state, or federal government. This depends on who's doing the suing. That would be more fair, and it would cut down on all these frivolous lawsuits by the local, state, and federal governments across this nation. They're going to have to take another hard look at before they sue somebody. Well, we're going to have to give that person or persons or that small business the same a great amount of money so that they can defend themselves from us, local, state, federal government. That right there would bring more fairness into our system. And that would take the little person who can't fight against, Uncle Sam or Nanny Sam these days, a chance to defend themselves equally and fairly. It's amazing that you have these Democrats running around talking about income inequality, fairness, and all that. And this is one way to bring some fairness. And you'll find even most Republicans and Libertarians would probably agree with the same thing. This would be fair. This would give the little person a way to fight back. If you like the idea, I would hope you would pitch it wherever you can, because one day maybe it might be heard by the right people, and maybe when it become a reality. Of course, it depends on can the federal governments, local, state, and federal governments, can they afford to do something like that? Well, even if they can't, that will make them think twice before they go on a rampage and start running over everybody because they're the government and because they have unlimited resources to stomp on you or me. I've never faced anything like that, but I've seen people who have. And it just doesn't seem right that they lose because they don't have the money and the means to fight back in a fair way. And the federal government or the local, state, and federal government does. If you like the idea, please pitch it. That's how things get started in this country. Just somebody pitches it, and one day it might find itself to the right people in Congress, state houses, federal government, whatever. Thank you for your time.